So, welcome to all of you. I'm glad you're here. My name is Laura Garrison-Brook, and I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization called Discovering My Purpose. And we are continuing to focus on Agya Chakra or Ajna Chakra. I kind of say them both, say the sixth chakra both ways, Ajna or Agya. And that's the third eye. And today's class, we're going to focus on perspective. And Anand says something in the class that I've been taking with him, which feels really powerful, where he talks about how we often label things as easy or hard, and he invites us to shift our perspective. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today in this class. So my invitation to you is to come to standing at the head of the mat. Feeling your feet root down. If you have blocks, I invite you to grab your blocks so that they're within easy grabbing distance. And stand at the head of your mat in your Tadasana. Okay? Feeling yourself landing here in this moment. Palms shine forward. Lift the toes, spread the toes, settle the toes down. Breathing here. Connecting, deeply connecting to your Tadasana, to this present moment, to this body, this experience of being here together on the mat. Just taking stock of how you're feeling. Whatever is going on, just notice kindly, compassionately, not wishing that things were different, just notice. And let's bring those arms out and up. The seed sound for the third eye is Om. Hands overhead, fingers lightly touch, the palms are apart, Hakini Mudra. And bring the hands down and Om, the hands down. So let's have like this be a flowing mantra. Inhale those arms up and Om them down. Om. Hands into the heart space. And again, stretch the arms up. Eyes can be closed, rolled up and in Sambhava Mudra, and Om them down. Om. Let's do one more. Inhale it up. And then inhale those arms up. Eyes can still be closed, rolled up and in. And then exhale, dive down. Coming down into a forward fold. Soften those knees. Arms hang heavy. Head hangs heavy. Gently sway from side to side. Stretching out the low back. Soften those knees as much as you need to. Remember that my encouragement, my guidance is always that you practice yoga from the inside out. The inside out. And what that means is I invite you to always be asking yourself, how does this feel? How is this serving me? Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. And exhale, come on down. And then inhale those arms out, reach up, lift up, stretch up, and side bend. It doesn't matter which way you go. Inhale, lift up, go the other way. Inhale, lift up, And exhale, dive down. Come on down. Relaxing down. Stretching out the back body. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. And exhale, come on down. And step that right leg back. Nice long line. Christine's asking about my geocaching. Yeah, Christine, I haven't done it yet. I'm prepping for it. I've been prepping for it. This is, Cooper is turning 11. Pouring energy down that right leg, out the heel. Really breathe here into the strength of the legs. Another breath. And then drop that knee down. Low runner's lunge. Roll the shoulders down. So Cooper's turning 11 and we're going to have a geocaching party. And if you were like me, like even 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, you'll probably like, what's that? Set those hips back, toes stay down on the left. It's kind of like a treasure hunt, but you give people the GPS for where it is, and they use their phones to navigate from their GPS to find whatever it is you've hidden. Exhale it back. And I'm not only going to be having them navigate places, but once they get there, there's going to be an activity or a challenge or a problem, a quiz to be solved before they can move on. It's going to be fun. Inhale forward. Walk in those hands, let those hips just drop down, shoulders down. And again, exhale it back. So again, the class today is an invitation for us to shift our perspective. Inhale forward. Very often we go through life, hands framing that front foot, curl the back toes under, and allow those hips to just release down. Feel the stretch through the front of the right hip flexor. Breathing. Another breath. Ground the hands, step it back, down dog. Walk your dog out. So very often we go through life and we label things, right? This is very human, very normal, very natural. Head hangs heavy, roll the head on the neck. You know, this is good, this is bad. I like this, I don't like that. Lift that tailbone up and glide forward. This is easy, this is hard. Okay? Breathing here, feeling the weight in the hands. Roll the shoulders out as if you're trying to kind of roll the shoulders down and around the rib cage. So you're broadening, opening the back heart. Feeling that the weight in the hands, knowing that you're building your bone density in the arms. So good for us. Breathe, breathe, breathe into the belly. Another breath. Come on down, Ashtanga Pranam. Ground the hips, hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Bhujangasana. Exhale it down. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. So the thing that's important to remember, what's important to realize is as we go through labeling life, we kind of fix it, right? In our minds. It's almost like we're kind of like, you know how you can have these like spray paints where you set something, or like hairspray. Pressing the hands into the mat. Come on, back on Anahatasana. You know, you're setting yourself into this kind of a fixed mentality, a fixed mindset. Curl the toes, lift the hips. And the reality is when you do that, it means that you're more likely to continue along those lines. Roll the head. You know, if you say, oh, that's hard, what happens, and this is The Sanskrit phrase that came to mind for me as I was thinking about this class, another breath. Step that right leg forward. Knees right over ankle, hands frame the foot, shoulders down the back. Pour energy down that left leg. The Sanskrit phrase that came to mind is Yatta Raja Tatta Prana. And it literally means like father, like son. Okay? Drop the knee, low runner's lunge. But when you tease out the lesson, what it is it's, as within, so without. Another way I've heard this described is where our attention goes, our energy flows. Set the hips back. Yatta Raja Tatta Prana. Inhale it forward. So what that means is if we define something as hard, like, this is so hard. What happens is when we go into that experience, we're looking for the things that validate that is true. Exhale the hips back, toes rise up, folding over the leg. So we're, it's like in psychology, right? They call it confirmation bias. Confirmation bias. Inhale it forward. And we do that, if we've made up our mind that I hear in my mouth, all Democrats are like this. We look for the things that validate that belief. All Republicans are like that. Confirmation bias. This is hard. Inhale it forward. Curl the toes back under. So we go into that experience looking for validation that indeed it's hard. Indeed it's hard. Okay? Another breath. And step the foot forward. Coming into our forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Exhale, release. So Anand invites us to do a paradigm shift. Inhale those arms all the way up. And then arch over, opening it up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other way. Inhale, lift up. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Shoulders down the back. Arms are up. This is our Amy Cuddy power pose, right? Balance, good focused gaze. Breathe into the strength of the legs. Feel yourself, even as you're balanced here on the balls of the feet, feel yourself rooting down. Feel yourself here strong. Strong and open. Another breath. Settle those heels down and come on down. So the paradigm shift that Anand invites us to make is we let go of defining things as easy or hard. Hands frame the foot. Step that right leg back. Long line. Drop the knee. And come on up into your Anjaneyasana. Opening the heart. Opening yourself to seeing the world differently. And he invites you to ask yourself, is it possible? And am I willing? Because that's all that really matters, right? Hands frame the foot. Curl the toes under. Come on up into your foot is on an angle here. And let's walk your hands around so that the toes come in. The heels are out, coming into your forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Stretching out the back of the legs. Heavy outer line of the feet. Lifting the tailbone up. And then walk the hands towards the right foot. And then you can come up onto the heel of the left foot, ball of the right foot, stretching out. Oh, I just lost a bobby pin. Stretching out the inner groin on the left side, right? This is Skandasana. It took me a second to get the Sanskrit in my head. Skandasana. Breathing here. And then come back into your wide-legged straddle fold. Head hangs heavy. If you're having a hard time getting your hands down onto your mat, grab your blocks. Right? Grab your blocks. Put them wherever you need to put them. You can be up here. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I guess I should have turned around. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And then from here, come on to the ball of the left foot. Right heels up. Breathing here. Okay, is it possible and am I willing? Those are the questions to ask yourself. Not is it hard or is it easy? Because if you say, hey, I'm going to do this, but it's going to be hard, you know what? It will be hard. The universe is, it's always looking to manifest what you believe is true. So as you're ready now, turn to face the back of the mat. So now the right leg is forward. Left leg is out. Breathing here. Another breath. If we drop the knee, do we do this on the other side? I'm confused. So coming up into your Anjaneyasana. Right knee's right over the ankle. Breathing here. Hands frame the foot. And from here, let's just walk it around. Set the back foot down and inhale, float on up. I think we just did Anjaneyasana twice on the same side. Lifting the heart up, opening the heart up, and then come on into your Virabhadrasana 2, Vira 2. So how can you make a shift? Letting go, let go of whether it's easy or whether it's hard. Just, is it possible? And am I willing? Do I want to do this? Settling into that question. Straighten the leg. Hands touch overhead. And come on down. Vira 2. Floating those hands up. Bringing the hands into Hakini Mudra. We've been doing this mudra a lot since we've been in the third eye. It's a third eye mudra. It's when the fingertips touch overhead. And then we exhale down into our Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, lift up. And exhale it down. Straighten the leg. Glide forward. And come on down. Trikonasana. Remembering that you can use your blocks if that suits you, if that serves you. Connect with the pose. How does it feel? Doing yoga from the inside out. Don't focus on what it looks like. Focus on how it feels, how this is serving your body. Do you need to make an adjustment to make it feel better? Maybe turning the head to look down at the foot, putting a hand on blocks or putting a hand on the thigh, just being mindful of the knee. We don't pressure the knee. And then float on up. Hands either side of the foot, come on down. Walk your dog out. Tailbone rises up. Head hangs heavy. So let's step that forward. I think we did do Anjaneyasana on both sides. Lift up, Anjaneyasana. Breathe in here. Open the heart. Shoulders down the back. And then hands frame the foot. Come on up. And turn the feet coming into your wide-legged forward fold on this side. So the heels go wide, the toes come in, and we come on down into our forward fold. Right? Remembering our blocks. You know what can be really sweet as well is if you can get your forehead down onto your block. Okay? That can feel really nice to have your forehead on the block. Or maybe you're like, Laura, no way in the world. I need my hands on my blocks. Listen to the body. We're doing the yoga from the inside out. What do you need? And then bringing the feet in enough so that you can come onto the ball of the right foot, heel of the left foot, Skandasana. Okay? Stretching out that inner groin. All right? Another breath. And then come back into your wide-legged forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Let's inhale, walk it up, right hand right underneath the face. Pour that left arm up, twisting up. Keep lifting the tailbone back and up. I love that when they say that you flower the buttocks open. Flower your buttocks. And then come on down, switch sides, since we didn't twist on the other side. Doing both sides. Open it up. And come on down. Fold down. Head hangs heavy. And then come on to the ball of the left foot. Right heel comes up. Ooh, man, that's stretching out the sole of my foot. Whew. Asking yourself again, is it possible? And am I willing? Is it possible? Am I willing? Not is it easy, not is it hard. Is it possible? And am I willing? And I think you'll be surprised. Come on back up into your forward fold. Face the back of the mat. Drop that knee down and lift up into your Anjaneyasana, facing the back of the mat. I think you'll be surprised if you let go of this idea of, oh, it's hard, that things will start to flow, right? Curl the toes under and come on back into your forward fold. And come facing forward. Set your feet for Virabhadrasana 1. Take your time and float it up. Hips are squared towards the front of the mat. We're just opening ourselves up. Is it possible? Am I willing? Breathing here in your Vira 1. The hands can come overhead in Hakini Mudra. And then open it up into your Virabhadrasana 2. Palms shine forward. Shine upwards. And straighten that leg. Fingertips lightly touch overhead. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale it up. And exhale down. Feeling yourself stretching fingertip to fingertip. Straighten that leg and glide forward in your Trikonasana and then come on down. Using your blocks in a way that serves this pose, serves you. drop into the body. How are you feeling in this pose? What could you do to have this pose be just a little bit yummier, right? The power of asana, these physical postures, is they help us remove energetic blocks. Another breath. We've been studying these the past few months. They're called granti. Come on back into your Virudasana too. We have 3 key granti that block our flow of energy. Hands either side of the foot. Come on down. Walk your dog out. Now listen to your body. What do you want to do now? Continue here in down dog. Come into child's pose. Do something else? Or would you like to flow with me? Coming into plank. Exhale it up into dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And breathe here in your plank. Feel your strength. Not it's easy or it's hard. Is it possible? Am I willing? Another breath. And come on down. And the answer might be, yeah, it's possible, but no, I'm not willing. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Lift the left leg back and up. Lift the right leg back and up. Feel yourself just making the heart a little bit more buoyant. That's fine. If you come to the realization of, no, that's not how I want to spend my energy. Exhale down. And inhale, lift. Exhale down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Yatta Raja Tata Prana. Where our attention goes, our energy flows. As within, so without. Coming up, maybe bringing more height to your Bhujangasana. Breathe into the back bend. Shoulders are down the back. Elbows have a little bit of a bend. Another breath. And come on down. Curl the toes under, hands under shoulders. Come on up, down dog. Head hangs heavy. Roll that on the neck. Tailbone lifts up. Another breath. Float that right leg back and up. If you like three-legged dog, roll the foot on the ankle. Step that right foot forward. Coming into your Vira 1. And float the arms up. Shoulders down the back. Step it off coming into your Bakasana. Okay, a little bit of a bend to that right leg. Get grounded. Don't look at me. Look at something stationary. This is Karate Kid pose. And then bring the foot into your version of Vrikshasana, okay? Which is tree pose. So with tree pose, the knee goes out to the side. It can be anywhere. It can be up here at the groin. It can be down on the calf. It can be down on the floor. All right, the only place we don't want it is on the side of the knee. You can also bring the foot across if you want to try that. So breathing down into that right leg. Hands at the heart. You can take your Hakini Mudra overhead and really plug into what is possible. What's possible? Open your heart to your possibility. Another breath. And then reach down and catch the big toes. Bring that knee up. And your choice here about whether you just hang out here or if you bring the leg out to the side. Another breath. And then step it back in your Virabhadrasana 1. Right, open the heart. Hands either side of the foot, come on down. Walk your dog out, settling one heel down and then the other. Tailbone rises up, head hangs heavy. Breathing into your sense of possibility. Another breath. And your choice if you wait, if you rest here in down dog, you come down into child's pose, or you float. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Another breath. And come on down, Ashtanga or Chaturanga. Inhale it up, Bhujangasana. Shoulders down, back. Beautiful, open heart. Breathe into kidneys and adrenals. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Another breath. Come on to those knees. Puppy dog stretch. Anahatasana. Open the heart. Open the heart to what is possible. You are pure potential. Breathing into that knowledge. Another breath. Plug the hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Roll the head on the neck. Float that left leg back and up if you like your three-legged dog. Roll your foot on your ankle. Stretch it up. And step it forward. Vira 1. Take your time. Breathing here. Feeling your heart opening to possibility, opening the third eye to your wisdom. Stepping off onto that left foot, Bakasana, Karate Kid. Maybe rolling the hands on the wrist, roll the foot on the ankles. A little bit of a soft bend to that left knee. And then come into your Vrikshasana, remembering that the right knee goes out to the side. Hands at the heart space. You can take your Hakini Mudra. Just lost it. Grounding down into that left foot. And then the arms can come overhead if you'd like. You can bring the arms out overhead like they're branches. Lost it again. And then bring your peace fingers down to catch the big toe. Or you can just hang onto the knee, bringing the knee into the chest. You can hang onto the knee with both hands. And then the left leg goes out to the side. Another breath. And step it back. It's so normal to have one side of the body be stronger from a balance standpoint than the other side. So if you experience what I just experienced, where I was pretty solid on the right side and really wiggly on the left, just breathe through it. Breathe through it. Hands come on down. Down dog. Walk your dog out. Tailbone rises up, head hangs heavy. Roll the head on the neck. Remembering that the cerebellum is what governs balance, and the cerebellum naturally shrinks as we age. So working these balancing poses is so important for the health of our well-being. Another breath. And then let's all come down into child's pose. Touch the toes, sit the hips back, come on down. Palms can be up. You can roll the head on the neck, kind of glide the hips back and forth. And if you need to use your block to get your forehead down, please do. Make child's pose as just relaxing as possible so you can really melt down, releasing down, and asking yourself, what is possible? And am I willing? And having this willingness, this willingness, that's a really, really good question to ask. Come on up. Because, come on onto the back body. You could possibly say, well, I'm willing to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something. Donate a kidney. But do you want to? Is it going to serve you? So have this willingness. Bring the heels of the heels up towards the hips, hanging on the shins, and exhale back and really hang on the shins. Chin comes down into the chest, stretching out the back body. And then inhale it up. So this is a variation of cat and cow. But it's sweet because it gets into the upper shoulders in a way that traditional cat and cow doesn't. And we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and our neck because of our addiction to our screens. Inhale it up. And exhale, come all the way down. So the am I willing? This is not just like, am I going to grit my teeth and push through and get it done? Let's try to have that be not so much the willing we're talking about. Swim those knees around. And let's come into our happy baby. Elbows on the inside of the knees. Flex the feet. Draw the feet down. And I always have to check in with my neck. Having the neck be long and relaxed, chin down towards the chest, shoulders roll down so you have a nice flat back heart. And if you can, you're naturally going to roll up like a pill bug. Do your best to keep your sacrum down. Now, if it's hard for you to hold the outer edge of the feet, you can take your peace fingers onto your big toes. That might be easier for you. You can take a strap across the feet. And hold on to the strap. Again, practice yoga from the inside out. The inside out. What do you need to do to have this serve you? Breathing into the groin, the inner thighs, into the hips, and then release. Extend the legs long. Taking just a few breaths in a mini shavasana. Palms up, feet flop open. So this willingness, is it possible, and am I willing? Having this willingness, is it like a bubbling up from inside of you where you're like, yes, this is what I want. This is what will serve me. Hug the right knee into the chest, stretching out the back body. And if you're like, you're scanning yourself, okay, is it possible, am I willing? And the am I willing comes from, I should do this. I invite you to just gently set that aside. Let go of the shoulds. Does this serve you? Does it serve your heart? Does it serve your soul? Breathing. And inhale the knee into the chest. Float that leg up overhead. And again, roll the shoulders down. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Make sure that you're not getting all weird and wonky. Maybe roll the head back and forth. Draw that leg in. Spread the toes. Roll the foot on the ankle. One direction and then the other. Now I'm mindful that, if you put some of this stuff through a filter, is it possible for me to empty the dishwasher? Yeah. Do I really want to empty the dishwasher? Maybe not. Hug that left knee into the chest. For the things that, just effectively, the laundry list of stuff we have to do, I invite you to, shift to just say, I'm so grateful, hugging the knee in. And then twist it open, looking to the left as you drop that leg down. I'm so grateful that I have clean water to wash these dishes. I'm so grateful that there's this machine that, means I don't have to wash them by hand. And looking at all these dishes, imagining all of the meals you ate off of these dishes, feeling grateful for the food that you've consumed with the generosity of Mother Earth. So, shifting when it's something where you're in a place of, okay, I've just, got to empty the dishwasher. See if you can shift into a greater place of gratitude for the way that this, has served you, nourished you. Drawing that leg in, legs overhead. Hugging the leg in. Breathe here. Roll the foot on the ankle. Maybe go in the other direction. Hug that leg in. And then extend the leg down. Let the feet flop open and close the eyes and go inside and ask yourself, which Shavasana will serve me best today? Maybe you need a blanket to put under your knees, or maybe you want to do legs up the wall pose. Maybe you want to lay on your right side or your left side. Maybe you need a cushion underneath the hips or just anything. Continue to practice yoga from the inside out. How will this Shavasana serve you best? And is there a last pose that your body is asking for that we didn't do to make this practice feel complete? And as you're ready, whatever your Shavasana looks like, just gently melt down. Relax and release. Today's poem is called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Gently bringing movement back to the body, keeping the eyes closed. Go inside, connect with the body, and ask yourself, what movement should arise? Allow the body to chart the course, connecting to your intuition, and then in your own sense of time, rolling over onto the right side, wrapping your arms around yourself as we do every practice, sending yourself such gratitude, reflecting love for you just as you are, just as you are. Feeling compassion, feeling gratitude for this life, for this body. And then carefully pressing yourself up into an easy seat. Eyes are closed, rolled up and in. Bringing Hakini Mudra in front of the heart, fingertips lightly pressed, palms are apart. Close the eyes, roll the eyes up and in. And breathe here, breathe into a more open heart, into a more open throat, into a more open third eye, feeling yourself waking up to life, waking up to possibility. Nice big inhale. Let's all mount together.